Hello and welcome everyone to The Restless Void here in Second Life. Another RP sim that we're taking a look at today, and this one's more based on, I guess from the idea of it is that it's more of a, almost like a Lovecraftian or demonic roleplay, something along those lines. And this is the hub room here that we're taking a look at right here. Looks like we're inside of something almost. There's some sort of creature in the water there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look around the area here, which most of these, I think maybe all of these, can be found right around here on the ground floor, which you can take a look at right now. As you see, everything's covered in a nice red mist. And now that I've let it load up a little bit, we're going to go ahead and take a look around, and already we can see some of the interesting landscaping they have here. This looks kind of like a centipede with a baby's face on the front of it. I'm not quite sure. But first things first, I think we'll go ahead and take a look around this direction. There's a giant mountainous-looking thing here that looks like it has an entrance, and we'll go ahead and take a look inside of here. If these boulders will allow us, it definitely looks like an entrance, so I assume it is. Okay, so I feel a bit silly now. The entrance to this place, that darkness that we saw at the cave entrance, is actually a teleport, but I didn't know that right away. And so I actually was able to go through it, and I ended up out underneath like this entire area, and I was completely confused until I realized that the darkness was actually a teleport that you had to click on. Okay, so we're in a very different area compared to the rest of the sim we've seen so far, and this place is almost peaceful in comparison. There's not the blood red coloring and all that other stuff. It looks to be almost a bluish fog almost. It looks like someone's a really big fan of tea. Since this is an RP sim, I assume this is a house, perhaps, for somebody in particular. We have these little spirit orbs hanging around. A couple of musical instruments around. You can see a gravestone of some sort over there, or at least a shrine, along with a lantern. Let's go ahead and take a look up top here and see what's going on upstairs. Well, it looks like somebody here does not have much of an interest in cleaning up. But other than that, and whatever this is right here, it looks like speakers, I think, but I'm not quite sure. That's all there is upstairs. So I think we can go ahead and make our way back out again. It's a very nice area. I'm just surprised that it's here and it looks so different from everywhere else, because I've already seen I'd come here maybe a month ago, and I don't remember this spot being here. So it is a little bit interesting for me to see it. Back to the blood red mist, though. We'll go ahead and take a look over in this direction, I guess. There's a couple of things to take an interesting look at here, but for the most part, I think the biggest iconic thing here on the sim is probably the huge castle that's over in the corner that we started at. That I'm going to leave as one of the last things we take a look at, though. Because we do have a few interesting little spots here, like this cabin here, which I believe is actually called the item shop. So we'll go ahead and take a look inside of here and see what's going on. And yeah, it looks very nicely lit up here. It's actually interesting because the reddish color isn't so much here inside of the building compared to the outside. I don't know if that's because of the extra lighting in here or whatever it is. But it does help to give it more of a normal look compared to the outside. Plenty of miscellaneous things strewn about in here. Mostly magical things. There's nobody around here at the moment. I actually waited until about 5 a.m. my time to actually come here and take a look at it. I happened to look at the world map and see that nobody's here. I don't really like to come to these RP sims when other people are around because I don't want to be like this weird extraordinary element that's there, just kind of wandering around. Normally I end up catching RP sims when they're actually going under, which is the case I had with the last one I covered, but this one caught my eye and I wanted to take a look at it further. It looks like we have a gigantic tribute to Cthulhu, it looks like here, to be honest. Let me see if I can get this full thing into view here. Well, at least here's the upper part of it, at least. Now let me zoom out a little bit more, let's see. Trees blocking my view. I think this actually isn't far. This is far enough away to where we can take a look at it, though. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of an FPS catch on here with the advance on, but it's not too terrible. I'm assuming it's probably coming from the castle, if I had to take a bet. Alright, we'll go ahead and head in this direction then. There is this thing to the right of me, which is actually a club here for the sim. I think this will actually be the last thing I cover, because I think that's an out-of-character area that's not particularly involved here. I'm not quite sure, but that's what I think it is. We'll go ahead and take a look at what's in this building for us. Oh, it appears to be a bathhouse of sorts. Plenty of candles strewn about. Some flowers and other things there. Yeah, I was not expecting to see that in a cage. That actually kind of made me stop for a moment to look at. There appears to be a bird statue right in the top, middle of it, when there's candles on top of it, which is a neat little thing. Oh, multicolored lights around the fungus here. The lighting actually is pretty vibrant due to how red everything is too, so it really stands out when you get close to it. Here it looks like we have a stream of water going through here. At least I assume it's water. We have something here that's along the lines of a grotto, I guess. Which inside is actually quite beautifully decorated, I have to say. The outside's pretty good as well. Anything on top? No. See the waterfall to the right of it, though. Inside we can see various things such as more mushrooms around. There's also vines covering the top of it particularly. Some cobwebs, some more vibrant flowers. There's also a small spot of water that's being sprayed into. There's a cauldron going behind us as well, as long as a graveyard on the other side of the fence here as well. And a lamppost. It appears to be almost snowing. Red flakes appears to be. But there's actually regular snow that we saw already elsewhere on this sim. And we can see this stream that we haven't seen before. There's a bridge that can cross over it. It actually goes all the way up to the Cthulhu shrine over there. And then it stops. So it pretty much cuts almost entirely through the halfway point of the region here. Yeah, it stops right there. We're actually almost already circling around back to the castle, though there is a couple spots over that way we haven't taken a look at, which is also the snow area that I was talking about. But over here there's a little bit as well, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. This I assume this is some sort of building. It looks almost like some sort of broken down playground thing. I'm not quite sure what it is, to be honest. Nothing too much going on here, though we can see holes in the ceiling. And then we see a wooden rickety looking thing over this way too, which I think is the same sort of thing as we just saw, though this one appears to actually have something in it. Oh, it looks like somebody was putting on a show in here of something of looks like a laboratory. Very curious indeed. It looks like they have an aquarium over to the right as well, and some sort of orchestra to the left, I guess. Ah, there it clears up. I thought for a moment there it was actually just kind of blurry. Yep, definitely an aquarium. Here we can see the side of the castle appears to have waterfalls going off the side of it, which is a nice little touch. This place actually is pretty huge. Every castle that I've seen that's like a giant this thing probably takes up maybe like a fifth of the region, I don't know. But every time I've seen something like this, I can only imagine how much Prim it uses. Because most castles like this, you pretty much have to own like a homestead or a full region to have enough Prims for. Here's the other area here. The snow area, finally. Tree stump with skulls. This place is almost kind of like a Halloween video, honestly. But I did like the look of the place, so I did want to cover it. Just take a look back here real quick and see if there's anything here. Nope. Okay, so I had missed the entrance entirely here. Nice spooky sign right here. This appears to be like a courtyard, though it does have a couple of gravestones in it. And under some heavy snow, apparently. Oh, there's a splatter on the wall here. How nice. You can almost not even see. Looks to be a bunch of corpses climbing a pillar of some sort. At this point, I think it's about time for us to go ahead and take a look at the castle that I've been keeping away from for the time being. And this is pretty much, I think, where everybody mostly hangs out at, I assume. Looks like this must be the way inside. I assume there's probably multiple entrances, I would guess, but guess we'll see. Another stairway this way. This place is probably going to be a bit confusing. Another stairway this way. So I guess we're heading up no matter what. And already we can see this place is going to be a lot of corridors and whatnot. Looks to be some sort of room here. Guess somebody lives in here. There's probably a few rooms like this, I assume. Probably the ones they all rent out. This one's empty, though. Well, I guess we're going to be taking next bit of time to fully explore this place. I can already see another stairway heading to a third floor here. I guess this might be like a lounging area. But we'll go ahead and take a look at everything that we can. Guess we'll just go through room by room. So if I have to guess, probably... yeah, it looks like a number of them are empty. Portrait on the wall here of some sort. Well, that's a nice looking place. That blue almost hurts my eyes with this red coloring. Beware of the tentacle beast. Oh, a nice little lounging area it looks like in here as well. They do some pretty well furbishing for the rooms, I have to say. That's a little freaky. Looks like a skeleton, perhaps, pulling itself out of the ground. Maybe it's a zombie of some sort. Nothing in this room, though. This actually looks like it has a pretty nice view from the windows. You can see that snowy area down there, and there's a full sunset going on over here. Wish to enter, click me. Well, I don't know if that might set off an alarm or something for whoever owns the room. So we'll just go ahead and cam a little bit in here. Oh wow, this is already looking really nice. Wow, that's a beautiful room, I have to say. They like completely nailed the ambience to that room. I really like it. Check out this one. Nothing in here. Though I guess the fireplace comes with every room, I assume. I think we've seen just about everything on this second floor. So I guess we'll be heading up to the third floor then. Oh wow, there's quite a few statues up here. Looks like an angel statue with a sword and shield. And we got quite a few down this way. Quite the scene, I have to say. Down this way, I see that there's a hallway of some sort. So go ahead and take a look down this way as well. Nothing in here. This almost looks like it'd probably be a closet of some sort or something. This looks like another lounging area almost. Take a look outside of here, on the castle walls. You can see something floating up by the spires up there. Something massive, slowly moving across the sky. That's like perfect timing with the doors, I have to say. It's a pretty wind light, I have to say, from looking at the sky. Alright, so we have to look at 3 rooms here. It looks like this one actually leads up to a 4th floor. So we found another staircase. But beyond that, it doesn't look like there's anything in there, so let's go ahead and check out this door. It looks like we found another room in here. Yeah, it looks like there's another way outside from here, and I can see some portraits of a shadow person, and I just now realized that the entire room is upside down. Wow. That's a neat little effect. Alright, let's go ahead and hit up the 4th floor. Is there anything... Let me just check to see if there's anything down this way. No, it doesn't look like it. Just another door to the outside. Like I was saying, this is a pretty massive castle from the outside, so it definitely is, it's been pretty big on the inside. Looks like we have some gnarled tree people, or maybe those are statues, and we also have a harpy-looking thing up there on the roof. Very curious indeed. We have, not sure what this is in the back here. Go and check out this room here. Oh, it looks like a bathroom, actually. Oh, there's up the stairs, too. Let's take a look. Oh, it's a nice tub. Has some tentacle branding along it. Looks like we're at the top, though, I think. Unless this area over here is going to lead us to another staircase, which is always possible. Looks like something is coiled up with what looks like almost like a dragon, though it has a snake-like body. I guess this is maybe the big showcasing room. Actually, it looks like we can get out through this way, perhaps. Well, it shows us along the ways here of the castle, along the spires, but it looks like this is, in fact, the top area. So with this, we've taken a look at everything on this roleplay sim besides their club area, which we'll take a look at now, and you can see a nice closer view of the thing that's slowly floating over the castle. But we'll go ahead and take a jump off of here, I think. And we'll just go ahead and take a quick look over at this area over here. Let's go ahead and cross the bridge since we didn't get a chance to do that earlier. Okay, so this is their club Cherry. Go ahead, just let it load up as much as it can, and we'll go ahead and just take a look around this area, I guess. This area looks like their dance floor here. It has various trophies and other things along the way here. Plenty of poles. And you can already tell the different wind light here as well. Everything's quite a bit more blue in a yellow sky. Pink deer on the wall over there. We also curiously have a back room if we head outside this area here, which leads to actually a fancy looking bar area, I have to say. Okay. So like I was saying, it's actually a very nice looking place. Yeah, it's quite a bit more darkened than the areas we've been to previously as well. Only a few light sources, it seems. But in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the Restless Void. I definitely thought it was an interesting and different type of sim. And I will see you guys in the next video. So, see you then.